The thing behind you, the calendar. Okay,
Yeah.
this is a relevant question right now because the PA is talking about changing the schedule on us, which is wild. Because all right, I don't know how you feel about it, but we were talking about like being routine oriented as football players. Like, where do we stretch? Where do we like? We're the same way with our schedule. You know, it's this time of the year. This is what I do. This is when we get together. For offensive players, especially, and for quarterback, like installations, the whole thing. First off, how did you feel when you heard they might change the schedule earlier training camp, maybe sometime in June, maybe early in July, doing away with the voluntary stuff? And then second, how would that affect how you do your job?
Yeah. I think my answer I don't know how everyone else feels about it. I really haven't kept up, but it may be unpopular. But I think the skill that it takes to play all of our positions would go down because you have less time on task. I don't know. Like as a quarterback, your timing, your rhythm, your accuracy, all of that in April isn't at its best, but you use these practices and these OTAs to get there. And then you get a little bit of a break, which I've always found nice for my family, to have that time where I'm still working, I'm still throwing, but I still have time to go take my kids to hit balls. I still can take them golfing. I can still do those things before it really ramps up. And I mean, the NFL season's already long, and you're going to start it a month earlier. To me, I mean, I think for young guys too, that would be hard. There's so much that the young players have to learn, in my opinion. Again, it's all my opinion, but so much that they have to learn where I think OTAs are beneficial. Again, now that's coming from a guy who's been doing this 11 years, and I may have an older school of thinking. But just the skill it takes and the time on task, especially as coaches, I mean, they're going to be stressed out of their mind getting guys ready to play, So, I don't know. I think it, I mean, if we're honest with ourselves, the job that we have is pretty unbelievable, even with how the schedule is now. And so I enjoy being here with my teammates. There's a lot of guys you and I have probably both played with, where you're like, we're really going to give that guy until the beginning of July off,
Right, you're
like,
just not going to see that guy. Like nobody's going to check in. Like he doesn't have to come in the building. I'm with you. I think the popular take from players is going to be it could be pretty disruptive. And like, listen, there are varying degrees of needing OTAs. Like the guys in the offensive room need a lot more. The guys in coverage need a lot more. The guys
yeah.
in the defensive line room, we got to go through our stuff, but it's also good to get to know each other. It's good to bring the rookies along, and it's good to get together. You think about these teams that are trying to repeat. It's going to be really hard to repeat and stay good if you can't build the culture of your team through the calendar year. And for coaches, they're going to be miserable. Like I bet coaches would hate this. Like they love being out on the boat in the summer. They get that 3-week period where for once they don't have to sleep in the facility. You know what I mean? I think it would be majorly disruptive.
Yes.
I,
Yes. I think just the overall excellence of our game and as you know, because we play, like there's so much fine detail and skill that is involved along with the physicality that
yeah.
you can't just get that with an extra 2-week training camp, like this
No.
is
And
a
I'd be
year
okay with
long
10
thing.
more days of training camp. And I sound crazy and
Yeah.
old school. I came in when it was 2 days,
Yeah.
but there's a way to ramp up in a safe way. But you need the
Yes.
time because nowadays, if you play in that Hall of Fame game, dude, I don't know if you ever played in that, but it's
Yes.
coming like right now. Like
Yes.
you get in the building, you get your syllabus
Yeah.
for the training camp, you get your calendar, and you're like, damn, shells, pads, Canton. Like
Yes.
that's too fast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
So I agree
100%.
with them on that.